to mochas, Nola bells and bows. Where the love runs deep, the fam stays strong, and the bells, they always ring for us. We the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, real ones only, we don't mess around. All love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role. Just show a real and you already home. Pull up to the bells and bows like a Sunday seed. Got peace in the room and the vibe on beat. No drama, no mess, just minds that meet. Introduce yourself in the chat and the mods gon' greet. Real talk, we got brothers and sisters here. Ain't no fake love, every heart sincere. We've been through storms, but the sky stay clear. Loyalty live, that's the chant you hear. Woo! No chaos in the comment section. Just bells with a bond and a bold connection. Safe space, strong face, deep reflection. Mocha, don't fold, that's pure protection. If you ever felt unheard, misunderstood, pull up in the chat, we treat you good. Ain't gotta be loud, just gotta be true. Mocha got the light and we shine with you. Not a panel of pain, it's a platform of pride. Everybody got space and we don't divide. You loyal, you love, that's how we ride. Got a bell and a bow in the name, but a tribe world. From the mods to the lurkers and folks on rewatch. Every tap, every like, we feel it alive. Mocha ain't just a name, it's a vibe you caught. Nola bell, Nola boast, that's a family, not a thought. Bring it loud, we the bells and we hold it down. Yeah, we do. Real ones only, we don't mess around. Real talk, all love, no cap, no clout to chase. Just truth in the chat and respecting the space. It's family, Mocha got that heart of gold. From the south to the stream, we brave and bold. You ain't gotta pick sides or play a role. To show a real and you already home. Mocha said that to every bell in the space. Whether you typing, watching, or just vibing, you are this family. And over here, we don't fold, we ring. Ooh, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. And welcome. Your girl done popped up live. We got to pop up. Yes, we do. Oh, baby. Let me tell you, I had no intentions, none, of coming live, right? But then I popped in and I'm like, well, let me do my little Sunday hellos, whatever this, that, and the other. Then I saw a phone call dropped. I said, Lord, the porch was lit last night. Let me see what the porch want to do today. So y'all asked for it, and here I am. So welcome, guys. Welcome. Y'all saw that title? Jarvis Butts, a new phone call drops. And I want to know, what are your thoughts? What did they talk about? He spoke to his sister. And now before anybody start throwing virtual tomatoes at the sister, I got to be honest. I have not sat here and heard the entire call. When I saw it, I was away from home. And then once I got home, I put it on, but boop, it was time for me to come live. I didn't hear it. Not 1 second, not a hello, not a how you doing, not a write this down. I ain't heard none of that. All I know is I was minding my business. I'm looking, I'm like, ooh, YouTube done cutting up again. And who is Melissa? Who in the hell is Melissa? Come on, Jarvis. I wonder who in Detroit has not yet been touched. Who in Detroit has not yet been touched by the infamous Jarvis Butts? I skimmed through some of those comments. Child, that left me with more questions than answers. I'm like, come on, Jarvis, come on. If that phone call is as interesting as people are saying it is, or making it seem, child, I need y'all to help a sister catch up. And tomorrow I'm going to pull out the magnifying glass. We're going to put on our detective hats. We're going to break this thing all the way down. But tonight the floor is for y'all. We're going to talk about who the hell Melissa is. Who the hell all these people is. Man, Jarvis was really a Rolling Stone. Let me speak to my people. Let me speak to my people. Moderators, I see y'all up in here holding the fort down as y'all always doing. From my heart to y'all, you know I love you big, big. Thank you so very much. My beautiful Nola Bells, I see y'all in here as well. Happy Sunday, babies. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing well. Tammy, I see you in here, my love. Happy Sunday to you, baby. Look at my girl, Marty. Marty Boo, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kim, I see you, baby. Happy Sunday to you. Ariane, what's going on, sister? Ariane says, Mocha, it don't stop with Jarvis. Relationship with the whole Detroit. It's another one and another one and so on. Baby, listen, Jarvis BUTTS wasn't playing no games. None. Boo Banger. Happy Sunday, my love. I see you, I see you, I see you. Ariane says, Mocha, at this point, everyone needs to call any family members they have in Detroit and question them if they had any kind of relations with Jarvis BUTTS. Well, goddamn. Well, damn. My girl Marty says, this lady's only voice Naziah had in that courtroom, begging her brother, pleading through sobs and tears to tell them where Naziah is. That's more than an impact statement. That was a heartfelt plea. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Marty. His sister spoke to his ass from the heart. She was sick of him. She loved him, but she was sick of his ass. She knew he was a menace. My beautiful sister, Sunshine. Hey, sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I appreciate you. Appreciate me, my love. Y'all know it's all love in here. I pop in when I can pop in. I sure do. Marty says, whichever slug done crawl in the bushes. Because we all know you be up in there chewing on them leaves. Hit that thumbs up button right now and get ready for some home truths. Don't be sending Drippy to water the bush too much because it's going to turn it brown. Darlindra, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday. Hey, Mai Tai, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday to you, baby. Kamisha, Kamisha, Kamisha. I see you, boo. She said, now at this point, Jarvis is doing too much. Jarvis is doing anything with legs. Because who the fuck is Melissa and where she comes from? Who, Lord? We got to investigate Melissa. Spicy, I see you, my love. Happy Sunday. Caramel Cutie, happy Sunday, baby. My beautiful sister, Dr. J. Happy Sunday, my love. Happy Sunday. Love Selfishly, I see you, my love. Happy Sunday to you as well. Look, a 504 is up in here. Hey, baby. Happy Sunday to you. Hey, Lori. Happy Sunday, my love. Happy Sunday, y'all. Lori says, I can't take listening to those slow phone calls no more. I just wait for Mocha, girl. Now, Lori, I haven't heard the phone call today. I just knew one dropped. But the little bit, I'm like, well, go ahead, Jarvis. Jarvis, let me tell you. Wait, let me finish doing what I'm doing. Hey, my beautiful sister, April. Happy Sunday, my love. I'm sure Melissa, look, now you're going to ask him if is Melissa slow too. Melissa dealing with Jarvis Butts. Melissa's she got to be kind of slow. Melissa has to come on the bus. So I guess tomorrow we're going to have a few more windows added to the bus. Because we got a new rider the other night. And now we got Melissa. So that's 2 more people we have to make room for on that bus. Hey, Lady Redbird. Happy Sunday, my love. She said, I've not been touched by Jarvis. And I live in Detroit. Not too far from where he had a shop. And in the area where all them other women is at. Girl, Lady Bird. Lady Bird, what was it about Jarvis Butts that made him desirable? Because he definitely had a type. He definitely had a type. My girl Simone is up in here. Hey, boo. Ariane said, Mocha. Jarvis said he didn't want Kizzy to buy him a care package. But he had Nay buying him. Nay, bring your ass here. You call him F-boy. Now, remember? Nay did it all. So Jarvis had Nay. He had Kizzy. He had Angel. He had Shannon. He had Tachi. He had Tashana. He had Shannon. Now he got Melissa. He got North Carolina. He got Dina. Well, damn, Jarvis. That was your care package right there. Come on now. Oh, my. Oh, my. Melissa gotta be slow. Spicy said that wouldn't be that motherfucker couldn't speak to me, let alone touch me. I'd rather unalive myself. Hey, Wilma, welcome, my love. Wilma said he was a piece of work. Miss T, I see you, my love. Welcome, 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 baby, and happy Sunday to you. Kimberly Earls, welcome, beautiful, happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, baby. Hey, my girl, Natasha, welcome. Happy Sunday, baby. Hey, Deborah, happy Sunday, my love. Tiffany, I see you, boo. Happy Sunday. I see y'all giving each other love up in here. It's always a beautiful thing. Sunshine says, he tripped me out. Talking about, I don't know who the fuck that is. Well, how many managers you got? Girl, he played crazy through it all. Jarvis lied to the women about the time he was getting. Jarvis lied to the women about the pow charge. Jarvis lied to each one of them. Each one of them had a different script. Spicy said, I just hit the like button. Thank you, Spicy. And for those of you that may have forgotten to hit that like button, go ahead on and hit the like button for your girl. It is free 99 to hit the like button. Yes, indeed it is. Don't cost you a dime to hit it. And while you're hitting the like button, share the live out if you can. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead on and subscribe to the channel so you can come sit on the porch. Because over here on this porch, everybody is somebody. There are no big eyes and damn sure no little U's over here. All opinions matter. And if you're able to go ahead on and grab a membership, do that. Because, baby, y'all look good with those green jackets on up in here. And if you feel led to support the mission, to support the voice, to support the porch, you can do so. Super chat, super stickers, cash app, gems, just sharing out the live. I would be forever grateful. All support is truly, truly appreciated. Miss T says, and then he had them in rotation. Girl, that's the part that gets me. That's the part that gets me. It's like he had them lined up. I'm going to do you, then I'm going to do you, then I'm going to do you. Jarvis had a schedule. He had them on schedule, and they knew when he was calling, and they knew to be there to accept those calls. My Lord. That's crazy to me. Marty says, Melissa, how did we miss you? Now we gotta go, Mocha and the Bells, chat, Beauty's investigation. We're the special branch with them highly pointed leaves. Marty, we gotta figure out who Melissa is. We gotta find Melissa, Marty. Sunshine has been sticking to her word. Sunshine said Jarvis had a bunch of slow-os, some slow ones. Shrell, I see you, my love. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Natural Fit Beauty. Hey, girl. Ariane, we damn sure can't make it up. Yolanda, I see you, my love. Welcome, baby. Me. Welcome, sis. Not somebody said Jarvis. That sounds about right. He didn't listen. He has adapted some names along the way, and Jarvis, it appears to fit him very well. My girl April says, sis says, I'm Mocha. I'm Mocha. God damn it, I live in Detroit too. And I have never, ever seen a BUTTS. Sis, thank God. Thank God you have never, ever seen a BUTTS, sis. Thank God. Bushwatchers, come on, babies, and hit the like button. It's free. My girl PJ's up in here. Happy Sunday, sis. Look at Portia. Hey, boo. Happy Sunday to you. Hope all is well. Kenyetta Marie, what's going on, sister? Happy Sunday to you. Sunshine says they all thought he was really getting out. Sunshine, that's the tickliest part to me. And listen, not only did they all think he was getting out, Sunshine, they even wanted to bail him out. Tell me there was a bunch of slow rotten apples. My girl Rhapsody, I see you, boo. Happy Sunday, my love. Peaches, look at Peaches jumping up in here. Hey, boo. Thank you, Peaches, for always supporting the channel, my love. Thank you so very much. I don't want to miss no. Look at Chanel. Welcome, boo. Welcome back. And happy Sunday to you, my love. Essie, I see you, boo. I see you. Happy Sunday, my love. Ariane says, Mocha, how did he remember all them phone numbers you named? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Jarvis had to. I just don't know. I don't know. So you know what? He wasn't as dumb as we thought. Because he didn't have a cell phone in there where he could have went and just pull up the names and numbers. Jarvis had to have taken a month, 2 months, half of the year to sit there and memorize all them damn numbers. Then he had nerve to tell people to three-way call somebody. Is you crazy, Jarvis? Marty said, heck no, Miss Mocha. Them yellow bus riders need the care package. Because they can't be allowed in public by themselves. They're a danger to themselves. Marty, you crazy girl. Beautiful soul. Happy Sunday, my love. Hey, Trina. Happy Sunday, boo. I see the likes climbing. Come on, guys, hit the like button for your girl. Hey, Shelby, welcome, baby. Happy Sunday to you. Erica Red, happy Sunday, beautiful. Happy Sunday. Marty said he had them on the magic roundabout. Spinning so fast, even Dizzy Kizzy got so dizzy she couldn't catch air to chat. Girl, Kizzy is a special one. We talk about Nay, but Kizzy is damn sure special. Hey, Shell, baby. Happy Sunday, my love. Happy Sunday, baby. Look, a beautiful soul. Beautiful soul, don't you come in here starting your shit on this beautiful Sunday, girl. Now you want me. Now you want me to do Poppy. You see, y'all ain't right. Tell y'all, this porch is never well. This porch is not well. Jarvis. Hey, cake lady, welcome, boo. Cool girl sisters, I see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jarvis was strategic, Kenyatta Marie. Very, very strategic. Very. Hey, Yankee, welcome, baby. Very strategic. I don't understand. I don't understand how these women allow a Jarvis BUTTS to have such control over their minds like that. And he had their mind. And that's all he had that belonged to them, right? He didn't love none of them. But then you hear the kisses of the world. I love you. You got my heart. You got all of me. I just want you home, daddy. I just want my man, my man, my man. Girl, sit your slow ass down. PJ says, Mocha, Sir Drip-a-Lot was milking those slows before he got locked up. Money, money, money. PJ, not only did he milk them, right? PJ, that was so accustomed and so used to him mistreating them. The way Jarvis Butts spoke to these women on the phone, they accepted it and thought nothing of it. And in my opinion, because they accepted the way he spoke to them, he spoke to them like that outside of jail, and he probably did even worse. Hey, Jazz, welcome, boo. It probably worse. I believe, and that's just my opinion. I believe, and that's just my opinion, that he touched them. He had his hands on them. Lady Red Bird says, Miss Mocha, you're going to have to get a bigger bus for all of them women. You know that, right? Lady Bird, we going to put a little extension on that bus, boo. Because look like every 2 days, we got a new crash dummy. We got a new crash dummy to load up on the bus. So we're going to have our bus with a little extension on it. Every time we get a crash dummy, we just going to extend it just a little bit. So far, we got 2 more that we got to add to the bus. Portia says, don't do it, because I'm at work right now, and I can't be laughing like that Poppy coming. Y'all know we cannot have a live stream without Poppy. We just cannot. Yankee says, if you notice, Mocha, none of them had any older male figures around. That's how Jarvis picks them. Hell yeah. You never heard about a brother. You never heard about a daddy or uncle. Nothing. Nothing. It's my belief, like they said in the chat a while back, Between the first and the third, Jarvis did not work at the shop. Between the first and the third, is my belief, Jarvis went to the Social Security office. Jarvis sat at that Social Security office and he watched and watched and watched. Jarvis wanted to know who was getting a check. That's what he did. He picked them all right. The males that was around the females was always young kids. But the sad part, all these women had children, except for Nate, that we know of. And these women fighting tooth and nail for Jarvis, willing to give everything up and lose everything for Jarvis Butts, and never focus on their children. How these heifers not know that Jarvis Butts didn't touch their children, but they're professing their love. My man, my man, my man. And none of them thought. Because just like Kizzy set her half a forehead ass in court. Kizzy set her no hairline, half a forehead ass in court. She heard the charges against Jarvis Butts. She listened to them people say what Jarvis was accused of. She sat there so she knew. And Kizzy, that slow hope, still had nerves to say, I love you. I just want all this to be over. I don't want nobody else but you. I can't wait until you get home. You have my heart. If Kizzy don't bring them no edges and them ball sides here, Kizzy, we need to talk. Because clearly, you had an IEP too. Because there's no way. No way. This is crazy. Kenyatta Marie says, Mocha, why do you think he was so soft with Angel? Baby, let me tell you what I believe, Kenyatta. And that's just me. Y'all know I'll be all over the place. I believe he was so soft with Angel, right? And I don't call her Angel. That bitch is Smokey. Angel looks just like Smokey off of the PJs. Smokey holds all the secrets. I don't give a damn what nobody says. Smokey, Colonel, I see you, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Smokey holds all of the secrets. Think about it. The night Naziah supposedly went missing, when they said Jarvis Butts went to his phone pinged at Smokey's house, his phone pinged at Nay's house, Naziah was supposedly in that truck with Jarvis Butts when he went to Smokey. Smokey knows something. Because when Smokey, think about it, when Smokey told Jarvis Butts, those people went there and tore her house up. The first thing, Wayne County attorney, Jarvis Butts, he was a jailhouse attorney. He told Smokey, you don't have to talk to them people. Don't say nothing. So if Smokey had no involvement, Smokey don't know nothing, why would you be inclined to tell Smokey don't say nothing? And Smokey sat there and Smokey said nothing. Because why is it that when they locked Jarvis Butt's ass up, Jarvis Butt's address was Smokey's home? Because that's where he lived. That's where he lived. So make me understand why Smokey was not at the preliminary hearing. Why Smokey wasn't there to testify. Why not? But one thing Jarvis Butts did, and I believe Jarvis was scared of Smokey too. Jarvis Butts made sure that Nay kept Smokey household running. Nay, baby girl, I hope you're healing right now. But Nay, for 2 years, you've been Jarvis Butts bitch and Smokey bitch. Because you paid all Smokey bills. All of them. All of them, girl. But I believe Smokey was one of his partners in crime. Shannon Big Flathead knows a lot, but Smokey knows a lot too. And I think he was only with Shannon when it was time to do dirt. J. Rose, my girl. What's going on, boo? Happy Sunday. Ariane said, Mocha, not him trying to get T. Davis not to move where he be at. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. But the sad part about it is that they listen. They listen. Whatever he say, they listen. Shit. Jess says he had this woman desperate, getting all he asked for. Nobody had time to care for the kids. Jess, them children was just there and that's all. He didn't give a goddamn about no children. It was all about what Jarvis Butts wanted. Jarvis Butts knew he had a little slow fleet. But y'all, I got a question. I did tell y'all that I started listening a little bit, and then I couldn't finish the whole thing because I had to come live. What kind of ghetto ass hood rat wannabe criminal is Shannon Harris? I need to know. Because in one phone call, I heard Shannon say her phone was in Naziah's name. Right? And then in another phone call, I heard Shannon say her phone was in Janelle's name. Now, what kind of I want to be a criminal type of shit is that? Somebody please help me out. Help me, Lord. Nah, girl. Sunshine said it seemed like they didn't have a mother to teach their slow ass anything either. Sunshine, clearly they didn't. Clearly they didn't. You see, and some people need to be mindful. Everybody wants to throw their story out here in the name of getting the heat off of them. But you're out here throwing your story to redirect. Because there's no way, as a grown ass person at my good grown ass age, will I be sitting here putting a phone in another good grown woman damn name? No goddamn way. Uh-uh. That's the sad part. So Shannon scammed Naziah, child, to get a phone, used that child's information and got a phone. And you mean to tell me Jernell willingly put a phone, gave Shannon a phone in her name? Man, oh man, oh man. Sunshine, thank you, baby, for supporting the channel with the gift. Oh yeah, Kenyatta Marie, you're right. You're right. The one with the was it blue car? See that Jarvis has so many women, I'm confused. I don't know which one of them. Hey Victoria, welcome, boo. Lisa Wilson, welcome, my love. Listen, I don't know which one of them had the daddy. And the daddy broke the car. Because I remember Jarvis, well, what your daddy said about it. And I'm thinking it was the one with the blue car. Poppy is the man, girl. Natasha says Social Security Office, DSS, and vocational trades is where he picked these slow rollers up. Faiki Kizzy didn't give a damn. She really didn't. She really didn't. Kenyatta Marie said not only did all have children, all had young daughters. And that's the scary part. That's the scary part, sis. These women didn't give a damn about their own children. And listen, I'm willing to bet, even after these charges were exposed, after the world knew what he was up against, I bet you everything I own that not one of those women chose to go get their children checked. That was some sorry hoes. My auntie said Kizzy was trying to tell him, I'm on your side, Jarvis. Just tell me what's going on. Hey, Margot, welcome, my love. Welcome. Love you even more. Kizzy was trying to tell him, I'm on your side. Just tell me what's going on. That's where the slowness kicked in, right? He didn't have to tell my girl Tony. He didn't have to tell Kizzy what was going on. My thing is, why do I have to tell you what the hell is going on? When clearly you set your ass in that courtroom and you heard everything that was going on. We talked about Nay just wanted love. Kizzy wanted love. I've never seen a bunch of depraved women in my life. Oh shit. They say Kizzy Gay's son hangs out at the shop with Jarvis. Listen, listen, listen. I've always had speculations when it came to Jarvis Butts, right? Something in me believed hey, that he liked boys as well as girls. And that fake outcry that Jarvis had when he found out that they put him on a floor with people that were just like him, when he called them weird, that was to make those women think he wasn't into men. Bitch, yes you were. Yes you were. And it's sad. And these women didn't care. They didn't care. Deborah said, Jarvis Butts said he hated his sister. You know why, right? You know why, right? He didn't think that sister had morals. He didn't think his sister had morals. That sister wasn't supposed to go up there and tell those people what she told those people. He wanted that sister to still be a sister, but hold that part. And I can say this much. Had that sister not said what she said, had that sister not testified, y'all, the world would still be looking, still wondering, and Jarvis Butts would still be sitting, and possibly not sitting. Jarvis Butts probably would be walking Detroit right now, a free man. Had his sister, because that was the only one that gave, the only one that gave these people exactly what they needed. King dry snitched on Jarvis. King said what he wanted those people to know, but even King, I believe he knows more as well. Sunshine says none of them cared about his charges. All they wanted was that lawnmower teeth nigga around to play with their kids. That's the sad part, Sunshine. That's the sad part. They gave 0 fucks. Look at my girl Angel. Hey, boo. Happy Sunday, my love. These women didn't give a damn about their own children. Portia said, Mocha, you be on point with what you say, though. I try. My girl PJ said, Mocha, maybe you could get a paddy wagon for those slow. Some needs to be locked up and the others need therapy. PJ. A lot of them need to be locked up on a serious note. On a serious note. We need to lock up Smokey, for sure. Smokey knows. Lock up Shannon. Shannon knows. Lock up fiance. She knows too. Lock Kizzy ass up. She knows as well. And it's a damn shame that all these women run duly welcome, my love. It's a damn shame all these women know what they know. And they're holding on to this disgusting ass secret. And they all have a house full of damn children. It's sad. It's sad. Sunshine say Smokey knows everything about that baby and everybody else. Hell yeah, look at my girl Victoria up in here. Welcome, baby. Cake Lady says, shaking my damn head. Jailhouse attorney. And they was believing and doing everything he told them. Cake Lady. Jarvis said, get up, and grab a pen and write this down. Them hoes was in the bed sleeping. Them hoes was in the bed sleeping. They rolled over. Feet couldn't hit the floor fast enough to go grab something to obey a jailhouse attorney. I don't get it. Hey, Leopard, welcome, my love. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you, baby. PJ said Mocha Smokey was probably just smoked out. Smokey had them perks on the side of her jaw. Smokey was sitting there. Smokey couldn't remember the shit she said from one day to the next. Smokey chewed that shit so much, she had teeth missing on her side. Teeth missing on her side. Them little noodle plaques in her head. Every time he spoke on the phone to Smokey, you ain't understood a damn thing Smokey said. Hey, Sire TV, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday, baby. Marty says, Colonel, you know what them says sometimes. It's hear and deaf, see and blind. Seen and don't be seen. That way I can't get in a problem. Marty, you always a problem. Marty cuts up, baby. I love when Marty's here. Shell baby said her and Shannon supported him this whole time. Neither one of them wanted to cremate him or give him a proper funeral. I always wondered why they loved him so much. Neither one of his women could have right to his body, whether he's dead or still alive. Neither one of those women could have claimed that body. He had family. And my thing is, why would they even want it? Why would they even want it? My girl Mariah, happy Sunday, boo. Welcome each and every one of you to our Sunday evening live stream. If you're here, my loves, and maybe you forgot to hit the like button, do your girl a favor and hit that like button for your girl. I appreciate it, and I thank you in advance. We're just chopping it up in here. We're just having a conversation. And if you're in the bushes and you want to get out of the bushes, baby, because I know, because over here is hot, and I know them bushes is tearing your ass up, itchy, scratchy. Come on and sit on the porch, baby. Laurie said if Jarvis showed concern, it was only to get money from them. Let me tell you how he got the money from them. All it took was, I love you. I love you. That's all it took. I love you. And when they didn't repeat it back, he said it again to make sure they heard it so they could repeat it back to him. That's how he got them. That's how he got it. Kamisha says, Mocha, I believe Blue Car knows too. Because when he told her one phone call, I will fuck up your world, sent a bell in my head, he threatened her. Because she told him she was done and couldn't see that baby. Kamisha, absolutely. And that's why I say Blue Car knows a lot. Knows a lot. And my thing is, how is it that Wayne County, tell mate, and those calls all supposed to be monitored? How is it that they allowed Jarvis Butts to threaten these women through these phone calls? Huh? How? And he threatened them too. Cornell Nate is actually cute. She really is. She just slow. She just slow. Kenyatta Marie says Smokey was chewing them perks and sleeping for days. When that high came down, Jarvis was doing what he wanted to do at our house. Absolutely. And I believe he was making sure she get it. He was provided for. Smokey stayed numb. Smokey stayed numb. You hear me? And didn't mind. Smokey stayed so numb to as Poppy was running the house. Smokey couldn't even approach Jarvis Butts. Knowing that he lived in a house, Smokey could not approach Jarvis Butts to ask him what the hell was really going on. But he was laying next to her every night. His address was her home. His mail was going there. That was his residence. Smokey could not ask this man, a man that lived there amongst her children, what was really going on. It took Poppy, little Poppy, 8 years old. Not Jarvis. Jarvis, hey Margot, welcome, my love. No, Jarvis. What this I hear, Jarvis? Jarvis, what? Jarvis, what this I hear? The police come here, Jarvis. Jarvis, the police come here and they say, Jarvis, they say you kidnap a girl. That's what Poppy said. Hey, Diva Silk, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday. This makes no sense. Smokey wasn't even aware of what was going on in her own home. Little 8-year-old Poppy. Poppy told Jarvis, what you doing at the jail? Jarvis says, I'm working. Poppy told Jarvis, when you coming home? Jarvis said, soon. Poppy told Jarvis, you got to stay out of trouble. You always in trouble, Jarvis. Jarvis, you always in trouble. You got to stay out of trouble to stop going to jail. And a child told that to Jarvis while Smokey's sitting there chewing puddings. Hell yeah, Blue Car knew Naziah was in her car, Simone. Miss T says she is a lying criminal that lies so much she believes her own lie. Kizzy is a liar. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely she is. Victoria says they all need to be studied in a laboratory with mice. The mice would be considered the smartest species. Girl, you know, the more I think about it, and these people be asking for organ donations. Could you imagine needing a brain? Could you imagine needing a brain? And you got one from one of the, because there ain't no horses, them goddamn sheeps out of Jarvis stable. Could you imagine? That's crazy. Kenyetta Marie said Shannon answered that phone. What up, though? Jarvis didn't know who the fuck that was. Shannon was playing the piss out of Jarvis in the end. Her and Annette was rejoicing. They knew at this point Jarvis was never coming out. Their plan worked. And when I say their plan worked, people would probably look at me funny, question the shit that I say and do. Shannon was rejoicing when she said, what up, though? She knew she had him. Annette's plan worked. Shannon's plan worked. They set that raggedy mouth ass nigga up for days. You hear me? They set him up. Because in a phone call, if anybody remembers, hey, Frank ain't innocent either. Jarvis Butts says to Frank in a phone call, why is this coming back on me? When he said, why is this coming back on me, baby, that lets me know everything that I've always believed. He was the fucking scapegoat. And then all the shenanigans started unfolding. If I ain't said, I'm willing to bet Jarvis touch on Kizzy's daughter also. Me too. I could believe that. I could believe that. Kizzy didn't give a damn, and not just Kizzy's daughter, Smokey's daughter as well. I could believe that. Cake Lady says, if that's the case, that's just more proof that all of these folks was part of this. They all involved, even if it was to follow a YouTuber around for views. Ask Cake Lady. I don't understand why they dropped the ball. I don't understand why the case is closed. I don't give a goddamn what they say. That case is closed. There are no more arrests to be made. Unless somebody else picks up this goddamn case and override Detroit. Right now, Detroit don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. Hey, Cynthia Harmer, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday to you, baby. Ariane says, Mocha, Dizzy Kizzy just wanted sex. That's all she wanted. Hey, Erlene, welcome, baby. Erlene said Jarvis was on that phone all day, juggling them disability check women. I got a woman on the first. I got another one on the third. Then I got a one that get a check on the first, but she got a little part-time job. I got one that drives the Metro bus. I got to wait on her payday. And then I got one that don't work. And I always made sure she had what she needed. So I can't take care of home right now. But I'm still that man. So I'm going to get one of my hoes to take care of her and those children. That's where Nay came in at. Because you see, you got to make sure you put this on my Cash App card. Yeah, put so much right here, but then you put that on the Cash App card. The Cash App card kept Smokey happy. Tony said, Mocha, that's why Helmet Head would let Naziah get the phone. And she knew what was going on with her big back ass. And now she keeps changing phone numbers. And that's why she needs to be locked up. Absolutely, Tony. Absolutely. That is too many. Too many different phone numbers. What you hiding, Shannon? What are you hiding? That flathead hoe ain't no better than her mama. Annette done some shit. Shannon done some shit. Marcus done some shit. And he blaming these children for it. Simone said, remember she asked Drip, whose glasses were they? Because the baby put them on. Absolutely. Blue card knows. Blue card knows. Marty said, yeah, she did. I heard that loud and clear. Janelle in this up to her turkey neck. Oh, we don't have nothing to do with Drip a lot. Don't like him. Yet you pay for his holiday with Shannon to Disney World. Not Naziah. No Naziah that you supposedly care about. See what I'm saying? Hey, Patrice, welcome, my love. Marty, they think we slow. They think we slow. Kenyana Marie said Kizzy was in denial about her daughter being touched. She said he was always on me. Kizzy's sick. She's sick. But you got Smokey sending Reading Rainbow to go over there and play with Sir Dripoli. Come on now. Come on now. Sunshine says, shut the front door. So you got Frank and Jarvis, King and Frank. Now Kizzy's son, that motherfucker don't have no bass in his voice. He was very sassy. Jarvis had no bass. That's what, girl, listen. Jarvis has a soprano conversation. A man at that big grown age. But yet those women were fearful. Shit. This is crazy. Absolutely, PJ. PJ and Marty, y'all are so correct on this. Jernell sublet her apartment to Shannon. And it wasn't hers. It was Section 8. They're all criminals. They are all criminals. How the hell do you sublet a Section 8 apartment? Hey, D Holla, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday, baby. How do you, somebody please, look. One thing I've learned, Detroit got their own rules, their own laws, their own fucking everything, which is far from normal. Somebody please tell me, because I got Detroiters in the building. How the hell do you sublet a Section 8 apartment? I want to know. It's okay, Sunshine. How do you sublet a Section 8 apartment? I want to know. But you had nothing to do with it. You had nothing to do with it. I'm outdone. Lady Redbird said it's supposed to be against the law doing that. But some of them do it by them renting out while they're supposed to be living in it. And they don't tell the other people about it. Child. Me said his sister is good people. She's Jarvis' twin, but she's beautiful. I respect that sister. Brother, sister, mama, daddy, cousin, I don't give a goddamn. She did what she felt was right. She knew who her brother was. Let's not mistake that. She knew who her brother was. We can't tiptoe around that. Because she said at one point, something we none should ever forget. Before she even testified against her brother, she said she wouldn't let her own kids around her brother. And that spoke volumes. So when she spoke up for Naziah, she did what any decent person that has just a little humanity would do. And I applaud her for that. I applaud her for that. Mimi said, how was it all these women's kids not interviewed as part of the investigation? Is still my question. I can answer that. I'll do my best to answer that, right? Why would they need these children to be a part of the investigation when they had people lined up, they so claim, that knew what they knew and they didn't use their testimonies? Wayne County lied to America when they said, we're going to trial. And if I'm wrong, I need somebody, this motherfucker, to correct me. After the preliminary, they had enough evidence, they said, to take it to trial. They kept going in and out of court, in and out of court, in and out of court. Then they said, we're going to get the jury selection. Hey, Rogers, welcome, my love. We're going to get a jury selection. How is it, somebody, even if they had to cancel the jurors, how is it that there was never a jury selection? Plain in the people's face. There was never a jury selection, y'all. Why was that? Why was that? And I believe there was no jury selection because they already knew what direction this was going in. It was a play. And I'll say it over and over again. I'm not a psychic. Nope, I'm not. But what I will say is what I said. Before the sentencing of Jarvis Butts, I sit in this bitch and I said, I don't know how much time they're going to give him. I said that. I said Jarvis Butts made, I gave him a little credit. I said Jarvis Butts going to do 2 to 5 and then he's going to disappear. I said that. He didn't get to do the 2, neither the 5. He disappeared real quick. Run, Dooley, I see you, my love. Run, Dooley, you gonna go to hell. You ain't sending me no damn turtle. No, the hell you ain't. No, the hell you ain't. Oh, no, baby. I had my share of turtles last night. No, you ain't. You can keep it. Look, that turtle returned back to sender. Absolutely, April. That's the one thing, April, that confused me. If Naziah was jumping in and out of that truck, right? Drag racing, happy Sunday, baby. If Naziah was jumping in and out of that truck, as they said, right? And was there for a little minute. And even got out of the truck to walk next door to the store. And to my understanding, from what I now know about that store that's attached to that shop. They tell me that store is so small. If you pass gas in that bitch, everybody gotta go. So how is it that you weren't able to see that baby's face? April, I'm with you on that one. That bothers me. That bothers me. Marty says, King was with Jernell them times. I don't care what them say. He got dirty hands just like Drip-a-Lot. He the next one turned confident information like Shannon for immunity, in my opinion. I believe so too. I believe so too. And you know why, Marty? Because even the Michelle woman, even the Michelle woman told Jarvis, your shop is jumping. So why Jarvis ain't had no business? But the minute he leave, the shop jumping. Tony said all them hoes knew what Jarvis was doing and gave him access to their children. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. Damn, Sunshine said Kizzy looked like George Jefferson. Now I'm moving on up. Now I'm moving on up. Cornell said Kizzy really pissed me off when she said that ain't my fucking child. Kizzy's slow. Kizzy is slow. Simone said, I believe she did see her face. That's how she recognized her on the news. Angel Face says Kizzy wanted to talk to Jarvis while she showered. He had to tell her dumb ass to get off. She should have shocked the shit out of her ass in that bathtub. Absolutely. Because that was trifling. That was trifling. Angel Face says, well, what the hell they wanted to do with the body? At that girl, that part. That part. Tony said that slow hoe who gave him a car is the one who knew Naziah was in her car. That's why he told her to clean up everything and drive her mama's car. And that hammerhead ass Shannon should be locked up as well. Let me tell you. They all were in on this shit. Because how is it the day before? See, and all we doing is piecing this shit together based on what they tell us, right? Because right about now, and I got to tell y'all, I have to be honest. The shit that Shannon put out here as part of her story, MOCA don't believe a fucking part of it. Not even a little bit of it. Right? Shannon flat back, mush head, talking through our goddamn nose. Shannon said, Shannon said Naziah came to her and inquired about an address. She claimed she questioned Naziah about why she needed that address. That shit didn't even start off right, to sound right. That's when I called it bullshit. But the funny part and the ironic part is, Naziah supposedly told her that they were learning directions and shit like that in school. So why would Shannon, or why would Naziah supposedly ask Shannon for these directions that would lead her straight to Blue Car House? Hey, Tiff, why would that happen? These motherfuckers is sad. Angel Face want to know, was Jarvis' mama still alive? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She was just out there. Jarvis' mom was a woman of the streets. Hey, Journey, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday to you, beautiful. Cake Lady said these females thought Jarvis was an attractive man. That made it easier for them to fall to his feet. They probably thought he was the best they could get. Wow. 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 Saye TV says, Frank also not telling the truth. Because I saw Frank at his shop on Neff. And when I called his name, he left so fast, all I said was, where's Naziah? Wow. Wow. Saye, I said that shit all alone. I'm willing to gamble. And I don't gamble very often. I'm willing to gamble that his ass have some sort of involvement in this. And like I said, they need to bring some bigger people in on this shit. Because Naziah is missing. And I said missing. I did not say deceased. I said she's missing. Naziah is missing. Jarvis Butts is missing. And Frank shows up at a time. We've been having these conversations and court has been rolling for 2 years. But he shows up at a time for sentencing. That was rather peculiar. That was rather peculiar. And I'm the type, yes, I do hear the things that's being said, but you have to pay attention to the shit that they don't say. The peculiar part is you show up at sentencing with the worst lie I've ever heard. You said that the detective called you and told you to come to court. Like you could have said something in court. That's the first worst lie I've ever heard. Then that man said he took an Uber to court and came with the money, a pocket full of money for his own bail. So what were your intentions? And why? And why? But I believe all that you said and the theatrics that you displayed in that courtroom, that was a major distraction. That was a distraction, baby. Because my thing is this. Money talks and bullshit walks. Because there's no reason. No reason Frank should have had a conversation with the other jailbirds that's employed by him and tell them, don't ever mention what Jarvis got going on. God damn it, what Jarvis got going on was talk worthy. Everybody should have been talking about it. But Frank allowed Jarvis to be at his shop when Jarvis worked under Frank. He allowed Jarvis to be there with all those children, and he thought it was funny. But yet, he was that man. Get the fuck on up out of here. Y'all can't convince me that shit. At all. At the fuck all. Your hands are dirty. There are so many people that knows the truth surrounding this child and are refusing to say. And it starts in a very goddamn home that she was in. That's where all the guilt, that's where all the dirt lies. And then the hands that she was passed through. King, you are not fucking exempt. Frank, you either. That church either. All you motherfuckers need to be locked the hell up. That family ain't shit. Because they're okay. They were okay with Jarvis Butts being sentenced and still don't have a fucking clue as to what happened to this child, nor where the hell she is. And you know why they didn't give a goddamn? Because they all knew. They all lived that fucking life for years and years and years. They saw what the hell went down in Annette's house. Why? Because they were there. They saw the Franks of the world going in. And I said that a long fucking time ago. I said it a long time ago. And look, it's playing out right now, right before my fucking eyes. I said a long time ago, Frank was in and out of Annette's house. I said it. I said King was in and out of Annette's fucking house. And God knows who the fuck else. Shrell said there used to be a Work First program right on Bishop and Warren, right down the street from Frank's on Neff and Warren. He met them slows at the bus stop. Well, goddamn. Damn. This is crazy to me. Angel said, but you know what? If that was my brother's truck, I would have went over, asked the child, who you here with and why are you in my brother's truck? Especially knowing my brother likes to play with children. J. Rose says, I believe he presented himself like he was that nigga. And they felt they hit the jackpot. And he made them feel like they were in. He sent the imposter, but the record followed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Angel Face said Smokey didn't even know our house got ran in. Poppy had to tell her what the fuck was going on. I love me some Poppy, baby. Diva Silky. My girl says it was Kimberly. Her dad was the one who messed up her car. Kim was one of his women. She the one JB snatched up. Okay, that's who it was. Okay, thank you, boo. This is fucking crazy to me. April says, it was very cold and rainy. It happened on my birthday. Girl, I remember you said that. She said, I'll never forget it. And that's what I don't understand. Because that baby, that baby was supposedly pregnant. And you mean to tell me she got off the bus stop and walked that far? These people are sick with it. J. Rose says, how in the fuck is someone your man, but yet you never been to his home? Girl, that's what got me, J. Rose. Not one of them slow hoes ever been to where Jarvis lays his head. Not one. He told fiance one day on the phone, you want to pass by my house? Tell me what's in the driveway. So this bitch rolled by Angel's house. And that's what I say. All these hoes knew about one another. Hey, Raven. Welcome, baby. These slow hoes knew about each other, y'all. I'm convinced. Kizzy was desperate for a man. Hell yeah. Ariane said, Mocha, just wait. King and Roll 'em Up is up next. I believe it. I believe it. Angel Faye says, somebody said it's Roll 'em Up and King trying to move out of state because of all the backlash. What you say? Why do they have to move if they're innocent? Why move? All they're going to do is set up shop to fuck up another child's world. But before they go, somebody, anybody, need to investigate them. My heart hurts for these children. Truly hurts for these children. And the sad part about, we sitting out here and we're hurting for these children because we don't know where these children are. We don't know what these children are going through. We just don't know. All we know is what they're telling us, and that's all we can react from. But why ignore the monsters that you know are monsters and still giving them a free pass to walk and move around and do the shit that they do? I've always said, and I will continue to say, I don't give a damn who agree and who don't fucking agree. Jarvis Butts was a nasty man. You hear me? A nasty man. Jarvis Butts deserved to have his own pecker removed and put it in his own goddamn mouth. Bitch, you did too much to children. But for all the shit Jarvis Butts did to these little children, he didn't deserve to be a free man. Because if you're going to charge him for what the fuck he done. But I stand on what I stand on when I say he was a nasty bitch. But I do not believe that he unalived Naziah. I'm going to stand on that. And I'm going to take that with me. He played with their cootie cats. He made them do the most to him. But he did not unalive. He a nasty bitch. But he ain't no unaliver. Why would he unalive him? That's the question you have to sit with. That's the question you have to ask yourself. Why? Because the reason that they gave us is dumb as hell. The reason Kim Worthy gave us was dumb as hell. He unalived her because she was pregnant with his child. Make this fucking shit make sense. She wasn't the only child. She was not the only underage child that had a baby by Jarvis Butts. So we gotta make this shit make sense. Jarvis Butts wanted a flock of children. He was almost there. He didn't give a good goddamn who he made it with. 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, a cat, a dog, a goat. He didn't give a damn. So if nothing was said and done when he allegedly impregnated all these other minor children, why is it a problem with Naziah? You mean to tell me you people can't see through the fog? He got charged with it. Yes, the fuck he did. But did he do it? No, the fuck he did not. And I'm gonna take you back yet again to what I know. The very man that lived in Annette's home around Naziah every day. Even he was jealous of Jarvis Butts and the way that he had with Naziah. He wanted to take Jarvis Butts' place. That bitch said on my panel, and I'm going to say it again. He said on my panel, and his exact words were, and that, listen, that's why I say that night, that day, when they said Jarvis and King supposedly went to Ypsilanti and Naziah never came home. That's bullshit, and I'm calling it. Naziah went home. Naziah went home. Marquita's boyfriend sat on my panel. He said something terrible happened in Annette's house that night between Annette, Shannon, and Naziah. He said he didn't exactly know what happened, but he said it got out of hand. They called Marquita, and Marquita ran over to see what was going on. And I believe something terrible happened. I believe Naziah and Shannon got into it. I believe Naziah was whipping Shannon's ass. And I believe Annette tried to intervene, and Naziah whipped both their ass. Then they called Marcus over. That's what was told to us. And I believe it. I definitely believe it. I believe it. Because some things you can make up. But if you keep knocking on, you knocked on my door, you went down the street around a corner, you knocked on somebody else's door, and you knocked on a couple of doors and told that same damn story. So when you could tell the same damn story the same goddamn way, hey, why not? Why not? The fuck? This is insane. Sunshine said once Shannon found out that he was allegedly in love with Naziah, that blew a fuse. And she was ready to tell on him and put everything on him to keep herself out the way. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Because think about it. Think about it. When Cash pulled up on Shannon and Cash got the story that she got, that's what he said. That's what he said, Kenyatta Marie. He said Marquita ran out in a scare. That's what he said. That's what he said. When Cash got her little interview from Shannon, Shannon said some shit. And you mean to tell me nobody picked up on Shannon was the fucking problem? Shannon didn't just discover those text messages. Shannon knew everything from the very beginning. Because why would Shannon say? Why would Shannon say? They gave Naziah the pill to get rid of that baby. And Naziah refused the pill. Hey, Tootie, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday, baby. Shannon said they gave her the pill, but they pretended they didn't know she was pregnant. Naziah refused to take it. Shannon also said, and that's where the confusion comes in for some, but not me. That's why that school story didn't sit right with me. And I believe all these people that testified and showed up, those people were on payroll. Shannon said because Naziah was pregnant at that age, people was going to question it. People was going to come after Annette because she was pregnant. She said they wouldn't let her outside. She couldn't go nowhere, not even to school. So how does the school fit into this shit? And I believe 5%. When 5% said they were putting up missing flyers looking for Naziah, and he ran across her school friends, and those school friends said they hadn't seen Naziah in weeks. So if they hadn't seen her in weeks, that meant she hadn't been going to school. Shannon said they can't prove shit. Shannon kept saying there is no proof. They can't charge him because there's nobody. That's what she kept saying. They can't prove it because there's nobody. Why would she keep saying that? You got to pay attention to what's not being said and grab the little nuggets that's being said. Don't focus so much on what the authorities say, because that's crooked all day long. Look at all the players in this shit. That's what you got to look at. Look at all the players. Hey, Queen of Kings, welcome, baby. Happy Sunday, my love. Yeah, Kenyatta Marie Kizzy sure did have lawsuit money. Angel Faith said Kizzy got embarrassed when Jarvis mentioned her food stamps. He said, don't you still get late? Ain't that what they call stamps up there, girl? I don't know what they call stamps up there. Y'all crazy. Y'all is crazy. Angel Faith said Frank ran a second chance program for men that were registered offenders or had felony charges. Let's talk about the circle. Y'all better learn to connect them dots. Let's talk about the circle. So if Frank ran a second chance program for men that were registered offenders or had felony charges. Guess what? Guess what? The church as well. Bishop Scam-a-Lot. That bitch. He done bought up a whole block. He runs what he calls a halfway house, where he says that he's giving second chances to SA offenders. Now make me understand something, Detroit. We know this man is a scammer, but yet he got a second chance building for SA offenders. And you mean to tell me Detroit is allowing this man to build a daycare center in the and he's at a school in the same goddamn area, on the same block, in the same community with SA offenders that he called himself wanting to give a second chance? I'm confused. But not too confused to know that these people all work together. That so say bishop at that church, I do believe Roll 'em Up or somebody associated with Roll 'em Up in Roll 'em Up's family. I believe they were in that auction that night when that bishop so say had that father-daughter dance. This is fucked up. And everybody wondering, where's Naziah? Kenyatta Marie said they said Shannon got evicted from the townhouse for being a tramp and being on rugs. Jarvis said Jasmine was living there with her. Well, her cousin said she got evicted because her and Jarvis was supposedly fighting a lot. Tony says, MOCA, whoever had the Cash App card is the collector that put the money on the books for him. And we know it wasn't Shannon because he couldn't have any contact with her. And Nay may be the collector. Nay was the payee, baby. Tony, Nay was the payee. Smokey, all the money was going to Smokey. Smokey had the Cash App card. Sunshine. Oh, she typed it fast. This is crazy to me. Natasha said it's like Jarvis and his little crew was stuck in the Detroit pimp and pimp and hoe era and never got out of that mindset. Absolutely. But look at Jarvis being a pimp girl. Girl. This is crazy. Sae says, I'm here in Detroit. You can't sublet a Section 8 apartment. It's against the law. So you know how many people will do that? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why I couldn't understand that shit. I couldn't understand that. Kim said, I used to stay in Section 8 26 years ago. My kids were on the lease. When I moved, they were able to stay there. So I guess it's different everywhere. Absolutely, D. Holla. You have to have respect for his sister for doing what she did. The girl in the hospital, her house was raided, and Kizzy one, Marty, both of them. Because the one that was in the hospital, she told Jarvis that they took her daughter's rugrat windbreaker. When she said that, Jarvis froze. He didn't know what to say. And then he said he didn't know she had a rugrat windbreaker. This is crazy. Oh, yes, Rogers, Jarvis is past a dirty dog. Past a dirty dog. Tony said, Mocha, the cousin let Shannon live there, and she knew that Jarvis was capable of doing things a long time ago, and she needs to be ashamed of herself. And she lost her Section 8 voucher because of Jarvis and Shannon. Listen, Tony, let me say something. And we could end all this shit about what them motherfuckers didn't know, right? When that paperwork came out last week, follow me, please. When that paperwork came out last week about Annette wanting to get them children back, and the statements that those children made, and the findings that the courts found, how many of y'all remember? How many of y'all remember the words in that paperwork said Jarvis Butts had been living in Annette's home since 2012. So 2012, up until a goddamn time, Naziah, I mean, I'm not saying he lived there the whole time, because we know now he had all these other women and he was in and out of there. But he was in that family since 2012. Hey, Alex, welcome, baby. And since 2012, them hoes can't make me believe, Tony, that they didn't see something, hear something, and know something. 2012. You know how far back that is? So can you imagine how many people witnessed the nastiness in Annette's home? The shenanigans, the shit those children went through. Naziah was tired, baby. She was fucking tired. That's crazy. Angel Faye said somebody knew somebody. And I believe they knew what happened. They know where her body was. I believe they did a plea. How did they get immunity so fast? I'm still stuck on the immunity part. I'm stuck on the immunity part. Kenyetta Marie said, Mocha, not only did he remember phone numbers, he remembered days off, paydays, special nicknames for their children, etc. Jarvis Butts was a bad bitch. That's all I know. He operated like something I've never seen in my life out of prison. Cornell said all the motherfuckers dirty. King, Frank, all of them. Angel Faith says they all knew. They all knew. They just had to go ahead with the court performance to satisfy the people. That's why they were so laid back. Jarvis knew that's why he wore a mask. They bust that rotten mouth. This is crazy. crazy. Jarvis sitting up there being sentenced. The judge offered them to come up there and give impact statements. When I said throw everybody in that courthouse away, throw them all away. Start with the fucking judge. Because what he done was everything except for professional. That bitch wasn't worth butter. Jarvis Butts supposedly got the conviction that he did. And you mean to tell me you had nothing to say to Jarvis Butts, sir? Mister, you mean to tell me you let a net ragged ass get up there and give the type of impact statement that she gave and that was allowed? Because that was not no impact statement. And them damn papers she was holding was a goddamn, looked like a letter that y'all had sent her from the courts, instructing her on how to conduct herself. And she get her black ass up there and all this bitch could say, since Nazaya's been gone, my finances have been affected. And I'm still confused as a good grown woman today. I'm confused about what type of income can a 13-year-old have bought into your goddamn house that would have made such a difference. How is it that Nazaya affected your income, ma'am? Hey, niece, I see you, my love. Happy Sunday, baby. These fucking people are sick. And to say the courts allowed it, and I will say they allowed it, because I saw nothing professional about none of it. None of it. D. Hollis said, I only saw that Dre when he called the YouTuber to his house because the twins were together in another room because he felt unsafe. Oh, baby, he had been all over YouTube. Hey, 504 Empress, welcome, my love. Happy Sunday, baby. My Tai says, how does a mother not have compassion for a child? My Tai, I'll never understand it, sis. I'll never understand it. One thing I know from fucking with this case here, one thing I know, and I don't give a damn how much they talk about MOCA. They talk about my accent. They talk about how I sound. But bitch, let me tell you, y'all not like us. Y'all could never be like us. Never. Never. The shit y'all got going on, that shit is unheard of. And I do mean, bitch, unheard of. Absolutely, Tiff. They should all be locked up. Happy Sunday, Alex. Marty said she got a phone call from Dripalot, baby mama. Guess who? Tell her he all over social media. His sister rang Shannon. That was crazy. The sister called Shannon for the woman's phone number so she could call the detectives. Marty, they all in cahoot. They all in cahoot. My Tai said they needed some self-esteem. Stat. They need my Tai. Those people over there, they need more than self-esteem. Those people need a foot of their ass. That's what they need. Because who raised y'all to hurt children and feel that shit is okay? Who raised y'all to watch children suffer and not intervene? Who raised y'all to watch a net old ass pimp out children and y'all not say shit? I understand it comes from the family bloodline. I understand that. But at some goddamn point, this shit gotta stop. Thank you, Naziah. Baby girl, I believe you stopped it. Because how many more goddamn children has to come up missing on Annette's watch? How many more that she so calmly go to DPD and report as a runaway to never be heard from again? How many more? And thank you, OG Bone. Welcome, my love. This is crazy. Bible 4 Empress said, because she was being paid by those men to be with her. Absolutely. Marty says, oh Lord, be wary of Annette as you throw Dripple out under the bus. Remember that same person who cover up for you would dash you under the express train to save their skin. Oh, he protected him. Well, he was in, listen. Jarvis went along with the program. I believe Jarvis stayed sitting in Wayne County 2 years because Jarvis was promised something. He was promised something from the very same motherfuckers that's out there pretending they don't know nothing. Jarvis was promised something. That's why Jarvis set his dumb ass in Wayne County 2 years and ate all that shit up. Tammy says, in my opinion, Jarvis was paying Granny Monster to have his way with Naziah. Tammy. In my opinion, I believe that as well. Because one thing we know, Eric Gamble did. When Annette could sit up there and allow that little girl to be in an unsafe space, in a motel to be exact, with her brother, Annette's fucking brother. Eric Gamble, what, he's in his 60s? And y'all think Jarvis Butts has a record. Eric Gamble's record is worse than Jarvis Butts. He's a tier 3 SO. Naziah was telling the world her story then. She's in a motel with this old nasty ass man. Touching on her, feeling on her. Naziah recorded it. She put it out there live in living color for the world to see. You know, I know, everybody know, chat. If that nasty ass man was able to take this child to a motel, you better believe he gave Annette a couple of dollars for it. Cake Lady said all the traffic signs are right before our eyes. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Absolutely. PJ says, MOCA, you know Clark Kent don't give a damn. And those papers that dumbass Annette was reading from had an August date on it. It was the show for me, PJ. It was a whole damn show. Kenyatta Marie said, yeah, Dre felt unsafe and forgot how vulnerable he got with us. Ain't that some shit? Star says Annette and everybody that she knows are monsters. Yes, Lord. Rogers said, we want to know where Naziah is. MOCA, they hate you because you see right through them. And you know what, Rogers? They could keep hating on MOCA. They really can. Because MOCA is in a place where she really don't give a damn. Because talking about me won't change their story. They are who the fuck they are. And that's trash. Because no decent human being, Rogers, no decent human being will sit there as there and see a child being hurt. Rogers, no decent human being will sit there and see a child being shuffled around from old man to sick man to nasty man just because grandma don't want to go to work. Just because grandma, old ass back, is used, abused, worn out, and ain't good for shit. Grandma ain't got no more springs in her back. But these hoes could sit up there and watch this woman do all what she did, not only to Naziah, but to other children as well, and they don't say a fucking thing. I got a problem with that. And motherfucker, I will call you out every goddamn chance I get because you don't do this shit to children. There is no way in this day and age we should be rallying and looking for missing and exploited children. There are too many resources out there, y'all. But that family, they had to scare those children to a point to where they bet not say nothing. They bet not open their mouths and say shit. So those children had to live with those nasty ass secrets. Those children had to wake up and go to bed not knowing what the next day would come and bring to them. You got a net fake ass cursing, oh, my mama run a tight ship. She ran a tight fucking ship, all right. Bitch, you cursing them children out 1 minute and 30 seconds later, you want to pray? If you don't sit your crooked, dusty, wig, devilish ass down with that goddamn mole sitting on your face, looking like a hunk of shit, bitch, stop. The courts didn't want to do nothing with her. But somebody need to do something with her. Because when God put his hands on Annette, when God put his hands on Annette is going to wish she took a different direction. And not just Annette, because they all is going to get that wrath. They all going to feel it. Instead of doing all this unnecessary bullshit, screaming and hollering and cussing on social media because people are talking about it. They need to take that same fucking energy and go figure out what's wrong with their fucked up ass family. Because nobody lives like this. And it took the name Naziah Harris to expose a lot of nasty, dirty, deep, dark, demonic ass secrets from that house. It took the name Naziah Harris to expose all Jarvis Butts nastiness. And I can assure you all, Naziah ain't finished unturning stones. That's just the fucking beginning. She ain't finished. And if y'all think these phone calls are coming through exposing Jarvis women, there will be more that's going to expose shit that we wasn't even ready for. Jarvis ain't just called women. I'm pretty sure of that. There are some other motherfuckers that he called. I'm sure of that. Kenyatta Marie said he tried to bite the platform that let him speak. Absolutely. Dre wasn't shit. Dre wasn't shit. Love selfishly said he operated like people that work for the devil operate. Deceitful, lies, and thinking because he can intimidate a woman, he was a man. He was a coward. That's exactly what he was, a fucking coward. A coward. He knew who he could talk to a certain way. Star said what was crazy was they were mad and fighting with everyone except Sir Dripoli and the folks in Annette's house. Absolutely. Absolutely. Them motherfuckers sitting up there and they want to cover up their truths. It's too late. It's too late. Y'all shit is out there. It's out there for the world to see. You can't argue that shit. But if you wanted to be righteous, you'd have took that leap and you'd have fixed that shit long time ago. The fuck? Rogers said Dre scammed for cash apps and he's still broke. Marty said that's what puzzled me, because she did speak to him in jail. But that impact statement bringing tears to my eyes, because she did feel guilty and she said out loud, you know it happened to me. And that's what his sister said. It happened to her. Absolutely, Kenyatta Marie. Dirty money never lasts. Never lasts. Kenyatta Marie said Jarvis was promised. I'm going to leave it right there for a second. If you all believe that Jarvis was promised something, if you all believe Jarvis was promised that he wouldn't be convicted, that's why he set his ass there 2 years and took it, type a 1 in the chat. Or if you all believe Jarvis was the one that did it, put a 2 in the chat. See, we're not crazy over here. We remember what y'all said, and then we give it back to you. You don't, hey, I'm his wife. You all may not love. I love the ones. Thank you all. I love the ones. Because I'm with Kenyatta Marie, and I've been saying this a very long time. Jarvis set his ass in Wayne County for 2 years because he was promised something. Take one for the team, man. I got you, baby. I got you, baby. I know you didn't do that, baby. I got you. Y'all remember those words? I got you, baby. It's all, hey, Queen B, welcome, my love. It's all coming back to fruition. All the fuck you gotta do is pay attention. I got you. I don't believe. I know you didn't do this. Well, how you know? I know you didn't do this. Then Jarvis turns around and Jarvis says to Frank, I don't understand why this is coming back on me. Why am I attached to this? Why is this coming down on me? Is what Jarvis said. We ain't making this shit up. We cannot make this shit up. "504 Empress said he wasn't the only one that was paying her to be with that baby. That excuse about them cleaning the shop was just the cover excuse. Hell to the yes, it was. Yes, it was. Star says, thank God for Naziah. She was able to save all those children in that house. Absolutely. Marty, Marty said, I wonder if he was promised some land. Because if he passed, he sure going in the land. But it ain't the one he was promised, girl. Girl. Sharon Wiley said even the family was scared to speak on Eric Gamble. There's a reason behind that, Sharon. And we speak on it a lot here. They don't speak on Eric Gamble, Sharon. They don't speak on Annette, Sharon. They don't speak on the nastiness that occurs in that family, Sharon. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if we speak on the matriarch, and if we speak on the things that has happened and what we know has happened, we're fearful of our lives. Because people then came up missing. Now, I got a problem with that. Because, God damn it, what kind of person are you? What kind of fucking heart do you have? Conscience. Make me understand who are you as a goddamn person, especially if you know your family members. Children that didn't have families and was warded to this motherfucker by the state and she adopted them, come up missing. You mean to tell me y'all sit y'all ragged asses up there, see this shit, know this shit, and don't say shit? Because y'all scared? I'll be fuck. That don't say much for you motherfuckers. So ain't shit you should be able to say, bitch, that should ever be fucking believable by no goddamn body. The truth is the truth. How can anybody attach themselves to a motherfucker that knows children have been harmed? Children have been missing. But I'm scared to say what the fuck I need to say because I'm scared I'm going to come up missing. But yet you kept dealing with the bitch. Them fucking lies don't make sense to me. "504 Empress said the fake sniffles with no tears showed me everything I needed to see. Absolutely. Marty says, Uncle Daddy of that family in more ways than one. He buy groceries, pay light bill. Allegedly, he a next big yellow push field boil on the backside of society, Marty. This is some bullshit. Tammy said it may as well hate us all. We are Team Naziah. Team all children, absolutely. This is sad. This is sad. PJ, Demons is what they are. 504 Empress said, did y'all hear the one dude that kept calling him baby? That was Frank. Drag Racing said, Mocha, you remember when Jernell said she knew Nazaya would be next? Drag Racing. Do you remember how when we emphasized what was said, how they tried to clean it up? But we heard what we heard, Drag Racing. So why would you say you knew Nazaya would be next? Because when she said that, on my very platform, I asked her, who was before Nazaya? For you to say she was going to be next, well, who was it before her? See, that's the thing. They told on themselves and thinking they weren't. You got to be careful of how you try to cover up the goddamn truth. Because the truth got a way of peeping out. It has its way. It definitely has its way. His wife says, I believe Jarvis did give her the antifreeze, but Shannon unalived her because she was mad. Marty said, who calls the next man baby? Oh, dear King did have competition over Roll 'em Up with Drip a Lot. Or was you plain jealous? Drip a Lot, roll up, friend with benefits. This is a mess. A mess. I said, Syed TV says. Then Shannon acting dumb on the phone like she didn't know what was going on. It's crazy. They don't sweep shit under the rug. They try to bury it in the ground or the walls. Absolutely. Absolutely. You hear me? And they think that shit will never come back. Hey, Natalie, welcome, my love. Say, these people got a lot to answer for. They're going to have many restless nights. They're going to have many restless days. And they're going to wonder why they're struggling. Can't get a job. Can't keep lights, water, gas on. You and everybody walking away from you. You ain't got no friends. You a lonely bitch. Nobody's going to fuck. You going to sit there and try to figure out why the fuck your life is the way it is. And it's that way you need to think about what the fuck you done. Because these children didn't deserve none of this. Sunshine said King was next up in line. And he knew it. They just needed rock mouth out the way. Absolutely. But King ain't innocent either. He ain't innocent either. King knew about all Jarvis Butts women. Frank knew about all Jarvis Butts women. Shannon knew about all Jarvis Butts women. And y'all don't think this was a goddamn game? Huh. This is crazy. But guys, let me say this. I just popped out tonight to come live. We came here and we did what we had to do. And I appreciate each and every one of you for pulling up on the porch with your girl tonight. Thank you all for sitting here with me, hitting the like button, sharing out the live stream, supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now make sure you have your notifications set, because this conversation is far from over. And we will continue bringing awareness to children that's being harmed by the very people that's supposed to love them and protect them And we run across a family in Detroit, y'all, that don't love nobody but themselves. The children suffers. And we've seen that firsthand. I'm going to say I love you all. I'm going to say God bless each and every one of you. I pray that your Monday starts off as a beautiful beginning to a productive work week. As you all settle in for the night, I ask that you pray for me as I pray for you, so we could continue doing what we do when it comes to these children. For those of you who have not yet hit the like button, please hit the like button for your girl on your way out. And for those of you that's going to catch the replay, hype up the live for your girl. Leave a comment and hit the like button. And for those of you that have sat in these bushes, one day, it's my prayer that you hit that subscribe button. Come sit on the porch with Mocha and the Nola Bells and Bows and have a conversation. Because, sweetheart, over here, everybody's somebody. There's no big I's and there are no little U's over here. So I'm going to say good night. God bless. And as we leave the chat tonight, let's flood the chat with hearts and I love yous for Naziah Harris, because that's her name. And until we get the answers that we need, we're going to continue calling her name. Love you all. Good night.
We stand tall, we rise as one. No bells, the work ain't done. No. Motivated from the heart, never run. Truth and caring, everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. Team full of truth and a chat full of cheer. Mocha in the seat, steady steering the ship. Every topic got depth, every comment got grip. We don't tear folks down, we just build them up. If you're moving off love, then you one of us. Know the pride in the room and the vibe so loud. Every bell in the chat gon' rep that crowd. We stand tall. We protect what's right and we hold that line. It's the chat where the truth and the love collide, where the voices don't hide and the pain gets light. We see you, we feel you, we fight for the cause. Every kid, every tear, we break down walls. When you hear that bell, that's the call to act. We family now, and that's just facts. We stand tall, we rise as one. Blow the bells, the work ain't done. Leading from the heart, never run. Truth and care are everything we become. It's more than a vibe, it's a home, it's a call. Over here we catch each other when we fall. This is family. This one's for every voice we fight for and every child who needs to be heard. We see you, we feel you. We stand with the truth. This is the Nola Bells. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Stand tall. Join the family.
Good night, everyone. God bless.